Hello and welcome to Frank's School. This cat is getting ready to attack. This is my 79th day of the second year, first video. And I'm teaching punctuation. English, American style punctuation. Although the difference between English and American may not be that extreme. And I need to explain some other things too. Later maybe. Oh, yeah, later. Let me go on. Well, I'll tell you this, that I'm using a story to show punctuation. It is a very silly story. Here comes the cat. It's a very silly story. It might be called a beast fable, maybe, because it's going to have a talking animal, a rooster who talks. As a matter of fact, to bring you up to date, the rooster did not crow, and Farmer Brown was angry because his rooster was supposed to crow, and here's an explanation of why he had not slept that night. It begins. The rooster's son said to him, so here we have a talking baby rooster, young rooster. "Daddy," his youngest son had said the night before, "will you help me study my punctuation?" I didn't put any punctuation marks there. This is actually very difficult to punctuate. Daddy is direct address. The boy was speaking to his father, Daddy. That calls for a comma of direct address. But also, that is actually the word he spoke. And so this needs to go in quotes. And this would go after the comma. Daddy, his youngest son had said the night before. Well, that's the storytelling. And so now this is going to require a comma, because at this point we go back into the words, the actual words that the young rooster said. So now I've got to open quotation marks again. And I didn't capitalize this because it's part of the sentence. The sentence that the young rooster said was, "Daddy, will you help me study my punctuation?" So it's all one sentence, so I did not capitalize this. "Will you help me study my punctuation?" Now this is a question, so we need a question mark, and that now ends what the young rooster has said. So what we've got is what's called a direct quotation. It doesn't say that his son had said that he would like help. No. These are actually the words that the young rooster said. "Daddy, will you help me study my punctuation?" It is a direct quote, and so it needs quotation marks. Let me look and see if this is right. "Daddy," his youngest son had said the night before, "will you help me study my punctuation?" Yes, this is now correctly punctuated. And if all you are interested in is learning punctuation from me, then we're finished. But now, for those who would like to learn English as a foreign language, or those who would like to learn my spelling system, I'll show you what that actually sounds like. A backslash indicates a spelling for pronunciation. And what we say here, I think I'll stop capitalizing. Daddy, daddy. Now I could underline that to show that that's what's said strong. Daddy. His youngest, it could be youngest, maybe, but youngest. That's a little hard to say whether it's I, or eh. Youngest son had said. The. I'll eventually come to a TH, but I'm using a D. When I come to a TH, I'll show you why. The night before. Again, if I were worried about understanding where the stress is, I would underline that, before. Will you, EU, help me? You could put the word to in here, to study, me study my punctuation. And in a word like that, it might be worth it to show the stresses. Punctuation. All right, now I'm going to go on with this very strange business of experimenting with German in the next video. I hope some of you come back for that. See you then.